Hello, on this 50-point inspection from Lawson's Finest Liquids out of Wattsfield, something like that, Vermont. And I think they also have a location in Connecticut or something too. But anyways, got their Kiwi brand. This one is a double IPA. Straight from the Green Mountains to your head. It comes in at a whopping 8.1% ABV, and says brewed with a massive charge of New Zealand grown Nelson Sauvin and Pacific Jade hops. Kiwi Double IPA brings you to the terroir of our hop loving friends in the Southern Hemisphere. So yeah, big shout out over to Mart from Finru Home Brewing. Sorry, Sam, not this time. I'm not going to mistake New Zealand and Australia like the FLX boys. So, there we go. Kiwis, they are New Zealanders. So no Kiwis are actually put into this beer, and I'm not expecting to actually taste Kiwi out of it. Let's see any of those hops that I have. Nelson Sauvin has not been a favorite hop of mine, so we'll see if I like this at all. Pacific Jade, I've only had that maybe a couple of times. Let's go ahead and crack this one open and start this inspection. Just a little over 3 weeks old at the time of this inspection as well, so color on it is pretty dark. It's got a fairly tight off-white colored, kind of creamy colored white head. It looks a little kind of sudsy, I guess. The color of the beer itself is this like deep copper, brownish coloration. It is hazy. I mean, it's not the best looking double IPA in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. Let's go in for some aromatics. So there's a fruitiness. I think I am picking up on a bit of a grape from afar. So the Nelson Sauvin is actually kicking through. And a little bit of the malt presence as well from afar. Let's get further in. Yeah, so there's definitely a grape note to this. Sweet kind of like bread notes. A little candy-esque. I'd say a little cross between like mango and pineapple. Panango. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. Grape, pineapple, mango cross, sweet bread notes. Let's dive in for the first swig here, so cheers. It's got like a medium heft to the body. This is not a soft palate. This is a very drying beer. Medium carbonation to it. There's some bready and biscuity notes from the malt. Grape, kind of grape skin. There's kind of a pithy bitterness to this one. Some type of like citrus pithiness. Pine too. It's actually quite a bit of pine. So the bitterness is definitely moderate to high. Lingers on. It is quite noticeable. When it builds each time I'm taking a sip, the bitterness is really getting in the way here. So most of the fruit notes are kind of hard to pick out. I do get that kind of like grape skin. And then there is some type of like a citrusy pithiness mixing in with a lot of pine notes right now. I want to say a little touch of pineapple was present on the first sip, but I didn't quite get that out there. I was talking more on the malts. And yeah, now it's just kind of hard to pick out much else besides bitterness. Yeah, just kind of some type of citrusy note on the back end there. Alcohol at 8.1%. Yeah, this definitely drinks like a double IPA. I'd say a slight warming does happen. And yeah, I think I'm ready to go ahead and put down a score. Okay, well, I am back with my score, but first we'll look at Untapped, and I also think I'll take a gander over at my hop chart here just to see some of the notes that I was getting, and I'm sure grapes in there, but let's just see. The write-up on this is exactly what it says in the can, so I will not repeat that. Out of 7,183 ratings, this beer averages out at a 4.1 out of 5, which on my scale would put it as a very good beer. Now, the hop charts, it's saying Nelson Sauvin and Pacific Jade. Let's see if I even have Pacific Jade on my thing. I do. That's the most important one. It says mild to moderate musky fruit like melon, lime, and blood orange. So I guess the blood orange was kind of that citrusy note I was getting, and maybe a bit of that lime too. But couldn't quite pinpoint that kind of finish. Musky, I could definitely see that too, with the like kind of grape skin note. Nelson Sauvin is key lime, pine. Okay, the pininess, the finish. Tropical fruit like lychee and papaya. So I said mango, pineapple in the aromas, but yeah, definitely see that too with the papaya. So, all right. Anyways, my score on this is a 5.5 out of 6 for the appearance. I gave it a 7 out of 10 for the aromatics. I'm at a 13 out of 19 for the flavor score. A 5 out of 5 for the body, and a 7.5 out of 10 for my overall, which is going to leave Lawson's Finest Liquids, their Kiwi brand Double IPA, with a bumpy 38 out of 50, which is going to land it as a good beer. So I just want to say cheers. Thank all you Kiwis and all of you for watching.